alright, well let's hope we run into Donald this time. Didn't run into him at all the first couple weeks. Which is a shame. On Monday morning, I set off across the campus on my way to breakfast. Oh, yes. Hey, wait up! Phew, I caught you. What's up? Sign-ups for clubs is this week. I wanted to make sure you were on board for the sports team. Liz next door said no, but Anisha's in. What sport are we doing exactly? Does it matter? We can vote on that later. First, I have to get enough people to agree and find out what sort of team we can manage. Promise you'll join? Sure, I guess. Great! We have official sign-ups on Wednesday afternoon, so go to the gym then. And as long as we're both doing it, Ellen will have to stop studying all the time and join in. She waves and jogs away. Well, so what am I going to do this week? Well, we shall continue on with the green. It's the green, it's the green, it's the green I need. What else needs sleep? And some more green. Something like that? Sure. We'll try it out. Or we could fail. I mean, why not? Darn. That's what I like to see. Oh, don't tell me I'm gonna sneeze already. 2 minutes in. Ugh. No, I refuse. Okay. Alright, I think I suppressed it. Phew. Sicken. Distorts the target's life energy, causing weakness and pain. Sounds kind of painful, doesn't it? Yes. I arrive at the gym to see a haphazard collection of booths and tables and clouds of underclassmen swirling around them. Raven Darkstall from Snake Halls with a group that appears to be the Drama Club. Someone else has a Save the Dragons banner. Save them from what? Ellen's already here, standing by the wall, looking around before joining the throng. I think I actually need to blow my nose. Sorry guys, just a second. Oh, I think I'm better. Hey, you guys. Come on, you have to put your names on the form to make it official. My sign-up's over there. Eh? Virginia grabs us both and drags us over to her station. Sign it, sign it. All right, already. Let go of my wrist. Sorry. You guys sign it. I have to go grab some more people. She hurries away. Ellen sighs and picks up the pen. Go ahead, sweetie. I wait for Ellen to write her name on the form, then I sign beneath that. I'm going to look around and see what other clubs there are, okay? Yeah, I guess I should too. I wonder if magical universities care what clubs you're in at magical school. Is there a magical honor society? Oh, there he is. There's our guy. As Ellen and I move around the room, I see someone jump up onto the stage. It's Donald. Oh, Donald. Our main man, Virginia's other brother. He pounds his fist on his chest a few times and takes a deep breath. Brooms for old shoes, pouch rings, boots and buskins. He has a surprisingly good voice, strong and clear, even if the words are nonsense. Will ye buy any new broom? And then Jacob from Falcon Hall stands up beside him and starts the song from the beginning as Donald continues. It's a round like Frere Jacques, but a strange one. After they finish singing about spools and sealing wax or whatever, the boys make grandiose bows and I applaud along with the other students who are paying attention. It's not my kind of music, but they were pretty good at singing it. Come this way to sign up for choral. They wave and jump down from the stage. Choral sounds like fun. Eh. I'm not interested, but I follow Ellen anyway to be polite. Hello, ladies. Here to sign up for... Wait, I know you. How much rehearsal do you have to do to be in choral? You're Urchin's roommates. What are you doing here? She said you were joining her stupid sports thing. I can't do both? Well, what if we schedule things at the same time? You gotta pick which side you're on, mine or hers. That's rude. Oh, it's okay. I know how you feel. I have a little sister too. You do? You never mentioned her. We're very different people. Jenny's not interested in magic, or books, or sports. She just wants to be a ballerina and have everybody love her. Is she spoiled rotten? Does she get away with everything, even if she started it? Basically. Ha! See, little sisters are a menace. One time, Urchin melted a cherry ice pop all over my math workbook, and Mom and Dad wouldn't believe I didn't do it, as if I'd eat that junk. So they wouldn't spell it off, and I had to hear about it from them and my teacher at school, because she's a messy eater. Jenny used to hate it if I locked my door to study in private, and she would stand outside and scream until Mama would make me let her in. Yeah, you know how it is. Anyway, it's cool if you want to sign up for choral. I'd like to try, but if it gets in the way of my schoolwork, I'll have to stop. Yeah, whatever. What about you, whatever your name is? Me? There's no way I'm singing in public. I think I'd better go see how Virginia's doing. Bye, Donald. I hurry away. Well, at least we finally ran into him. So that was good. Ugh. Hope I don't have any more sneeze attacks. It's ridiculous. Virginia is sticking a piece of paper to the wall with blue putty. What's that? Members list. We did it! We have enough people for an official club. Even if Liz still refuses to join because I said riding wasn't a real sport. It's mostly wolves and horses, but I kinda expected that. Aw, Balthazar signed up too. I hope it's because he wants to play and not because he likes me. What, you don't like toads? Horrible Donald put real toads in my bed when I was little. He was crushed that I didn't scream when I saw them. I still kicked his butt for being mean to the poor toads. I don't think they liked my bed. Do you guys always fight? Pretty much. He's been pulling stupid pranks on me since I was practically a baby. I thought all brothers did that. Not William. He's the best big brother ever. Lucky. Yeah, I guess I am. Oh, Virginia. You should appreciate Donald more, I think. What should we do today? We'll study. Yay. So smart. Uh-oh. Aw, we're writing home. Dear Mom and Dad, I've only gotten one letter from you so far. What's happening back home? I miss you. I've met so many people here, and most of them are nice, but it's not the same. My roommates and I have started a sports club. We had our first meeting today and played some pickup soccer. So don't worry, I'm getting plenty of exercise. Please write soon. Love, Cutie. With a sigh, I seal up the envelope and put it on my desk, ready to send. It hasn't even been a month yet, but I can't help feeling homesick. I just have to take each day as it comes. Go for a walk, that'll make you feel better. I decided to go for a walk around the campus. As I'm wandering around the buildings, I notice a tall figure tossing a ball up in the air and catching it. As I get closer, I realize that I'm wrong. He's not throwing it and catching it. He's not touching it at all. William points his wand at the ball, holding it suspended in midair. With a flick of his wrist, he sends it flying upwards, where it eventually reverses course and comes back down again, to be caught when he manages to line up the tip of his wand with the falling sphere. What are you doing? Control exercise. Is that hard? It's a matter of keeping your focus, keeping your rhythm, and not using too much force or it'll get away. If you want to show off, you do this with an egg. Makes it more obvious when you miss. Can I try that with the ball? If you really want to, catch. He flicks the ball high up into the air, then steps out of the way. I try to summon up some kind of energy to push against the ball, but nothing happens. The ball hits the ground and bounces away. Oops.
Hey, don't worry, you're only a freshman. This is upper class stuff. You're not supposed to be able to do it.
That's true. William's a senior. Not only that, he's senior class president. He's probably really good at magic.
You're better off practicing spells that are meant for your level. Especially right now, if you know what I mean.
Huh?
You'll find out.
Oh, is our exam already? Hooray. He winks and goes to pick up his ball. Practice. I suppose I should get back to my dorm and think about what I'm going to do next week. Well, if next week's my exam, that means we get to do detention with Donald. Hooray! Club sign up. So apparently we sign up for clubs this week. I don't even know what the list of clubs is, but I already promised Virginia I'd be part of her sports team thing. I wonder if we can join more than one. School clubs. My roommates and I are all signed up for Virginia's sports club. Ellen may also be joining the choral along with Virginia's brother Donald. Ellen and Donald bonded a little bit over their problems with their siblings. Ellen has a little sister named Jenny that she doesn't get along with. Sibling rivalry. Virginia and Donald have been fighting each other their entire lives. That's sort of sad. Growing up together so close, they could have been really good friends. If they worked as a team, maybe we can do that. Get them to work as a team. Missing home. I wish my parents would write. I guess they're too busy having fun without me. Sad face. And ball games. William showed me a trick the senior students do to practice control. Tossing balls around without using their hands. I can't do it right, but he says that's because I'm only a freshman and I need a lot more practice. Taking the entirely wrong school of magic for that. But we did red in another playthrough, so that's okay.
Time for another week of the grind.
Wait!
Huh? What?
Well, the first big exam is this week, right?
Sure.
Who's giving the exam? What are we expected to know? When does it happen?
No idea.
Aren't you supposed to know these things? Your family... Virginia waves a hand dismissively.
Secrets. All kinds of secrets. William says if he tells me what's on the test, then the test wouldn't be fair.
Well, it would be wrong for him to tell you the answers. That's cheating, and William would never do that. But you must know something.
What kind of tests are they? Do we have to write essays or fight duels? Look, all I know is that it's about casting spells. That's it. Now, come on, we have to pick our schedules for the week. Okay.
Take green, and maybe we will do a gym.
Sure. Let's do a gym.
That'll be good. Since I don't have to be particularly smart or strong. Slow. Causes the target's body to become sluggish, slowing their movement temporarily. I wake up in the middle of the night and I can't remember why. Oh. Right. Someone's talking in her sleep.
Oh, William.
Is Ellen having a dream about... No. Wait, that's Virginia's voice calling her brother's name. What is she gonna say this time? Do I wanna know?
You can't plant peanut butter.
No, I probably don't want to know. I'm going back to sleep. Never happened. Nothing happened. Ooh, nice. Can I get to 30? Jinxed it. Darn. Hi, Cutie. Professor Grabner's holding an open review for the exam. Do you want to come? Virginia can't be bothered. She says it's not worth it. It's the first test, and it's probably not a big deal. On the other hand, even if it was a big deal, Virginia probably wouldn't want to study more than she had to. Yeah, I think Donald gets in trouble here, so we should, go and witness that, I guess. Sure, I'll come with you. Great! Maybe we can quiz each other afterwards.
Maybe. best song in the game. The room is slightly too small for all the anxious freshmen clustering in it. From the whispers I overhear, it seems that no one knows what the test is going to cover, only that it takes place tomorrow. Professor Grabner's appearance doesn't settle anyone's nerves. Open your notebooks if you have them. This is not a quiz. This is for your own benefit. If you do not know the answer, look it up or ask someone. I scoot over to where I can peek at Ellen's notes. They're better organized than mine. If you have paid any attention to your schoolwork up to this point, you should be aware of a broad range of uses for magic within the pentachromatic system. Mr. Arius, if I wished to cast a spell to make a beast's fur fall out, what color of magic would I use? Green, sir. I should hope that you would know that much without the need to ask for my approval. Miss Cutie, what color of magic would you use to transform a lump of coal into a diamond? Blue. Blue, sir? Why are you so hesitant? Yes, the magic of change would suffice. He continues in this vein, putting individual students on the spot to answer questions about the applications of each color of magic. Suddenly, his voice cuts off in the middle of a sentence. Mr. Danson. Yes, sir? As you do not appear to have need of these revisions, you are excused. You may find more challenging material to occupy you this Saturday in detention. Yes, sir. He leaves the room. What was that about? I didn't see him do anything, but it's too crowded in here to be sure. I hope all this revision is worth it. It's wearing me out. But I got smarter. Yay. Maybe we can find out what he did. I awaken to a knock on the door. Looking around the room, I notice that Virginia hasn't stirred at all. Ellen's awake, but she shakes her head frantically when I meet her eyes. I guess it's up to me to answer that. I pull on my robe and go to see who it is. Joyous morning to you, Cutie! Hi. I came to deliver your exam schedules. This is a solo exam, so each student has a separate time slot. Report to the listed room at the time indicated to receive further instructions. Further instructions at separate times? This exam process is very unusual. I'm afraid there is one other thing. You haven't been broadening your magical palette as much as you could be. I know you're capable of more than this, Cutie. I did this on purpose. I want my students to embrace their own strengths, but how can you learn what your strengths are unless you try? Do you think detention would be useful to you? Some pupils benefit from a more structured environment. I think that would be for the best. Maybe that's a good idea. Really? My, what an unusual girl you are, Cutie. Well, in that case, I'll excuse you from today's exam. You can cover the material on Saturday with Professor Grabner. Please pass on the schedules to your roommates. She waves and goes on her way. Thank you, Potsdam. But first, to the gym. Yay. Oh, is this Kyo? Nice throw! I turn to look. It's Kyo, a sophomore in Wolf Hall. He's a member of the sports club, but I don't know him very well. Unfortunately, I know him too well. Thanks. Want to play some one-on-one? Actually, I came over to ask you a question. Huh? Okay, shoot. Well, I have this friend who likes this girl, only she's never really paid any attention to him. So, since you're a girl, I thought maybe you could tell me how to make a girl like me, my friend. Yeah. Last time I used you for my own, for my own stats, so... How about... Maybe I'll just be real. I'll be real and upfront with you, Kyo. Just be honest with her. I shrug. If you like someone, just tell her that. If you want to go out with her, ask her. But what if she turns me down? Ask someone else instead. I don't want someone else. I want her. Well, then hope she says yes? If she doesn't want to go out with you, then she's obviously the wrong girl, right?
Maybe she just doesn't know me well enough.
Yeah, I guess.
Thanks, Cutie.
Anytime. Glad I could help. Oh, cute. Got this all messed up. So how about that exam, huh? How'd you do? Actually, I didn't take it. Professor Possum said I wasn't prepared. So instead I have detention today. What? That stinks. Well, I guess we can tell you what happened since you would have known if you'd gone. They teleported us into a walled-in dungeon room. No doors, so you have to use magic to get out. I blew up the wall. Mostly, anyway. Old Grabby said that's the boring answer, but I thought it was fun. What about you, Ellen?
Well, I just teleported back out again.
Ha! That makes sense. What do you think the other exams will be like? More dungeons? Probably. Weird how the exams are more fun than the classes, huh?
I don't think they are.
Eh. So what are you guys doing today? I got detention. At that moment, there is a knock on the door.
Is that the allowances? Why didn't they just push them in?
I'll go check. In the hallway by our door, I see a small stack of envelopes. The normal ones with the allowances in them, and also a large brown padded envelope addressed to me. My parents sent me something. Finally. I go back inside and hand out the money to the other girls.
What have you got there?
Something from my parents. I don't know. It's absolutely covered in tape. It's going to take me a few minutes to get it open. It'll still be here later. I guess. Maybe I'd rather look at it without my roommates around anyway. I have to go do my detention now.
Good luck.
Thanks, Ellen. Oh. Did I, interrupt something? When I arrive at the detention hall, Donald is already with the professor. Even if it had succeeded, varying inflection requires an ongoing alteration, not a simple change. It would have been the same quack, endlessly repeated. What? Yeah. Then he notices me. I feel like I'm being glared at. What are you doing here? Did Urchin send you? No. Not everything that happens in this school has to do with you, Mr. Danson. Oh, snap. Go Grabby. As it may not serve my best interest to correct your technique, I choose instead to address your sense of humor. The sophomore exams involved a large number of Jirseys, which means their dungeons need cleaning out, without magic. Get to it. Yes, sir. Now for you, Miss Patootie. He hands me a strange object that looks like some kind of child's toy. What is it with you and... Never mind. It's a large silver jingle bell imprisoned in a tiny wooden cage. 2 colorful discs held together by narrow bars all along the rims. You can see the bell and shake it and hear it chime, but the gaps between the bop dip ba doo ba. Ahem. Let's redo that, shall we? But the gaps between the bars are far too small to get it out. There we go. The cage must have been built around it. Write me an essay describing various magical methods you could use to remove the ball from the cage, and the pros and cons of each approach. You do not need to be capable of casting the spells you describe, but make an attempt to estimate the difficulty and danger. I require at least 10 possibilities before you will be allowed to leave. Great. I hate projects like that. Get started. And so the afternoon passes, stressfully. Finally it's done and I can leave. Wow, it just got quiet. Oh, hi. On my way back to my dorm, I run into Donald. Hey, done with your detention? How'd it go? It was a crappy job. Nice. Huh? Oh, come on, Cutie. I was cleaning up after Jirseys. Football jerseys? Oh gosh. I forgot. You're a newbie. Imagine a horse about as tall as a cat, with bat wings and a long forked tail. That's a jersey. Oh, I was thinking of Jersey cows. Oh, so a jersey is an actual animal. That's interesting. So it's a tiny flying horse. Flying horses? More like birds that scream and kick you in the head and go all over the place. So you were cleaning up after a horse? Ew. That's horrible. He shouldn't make you do something like that. It's not that bad. I used to help out my buds who had dogs back in normal school. I really wanted a pet, and my folks wouldn't let me have one. I was always bringing things home that I'd found, and they'd keep throwing them out again. Except the caterpillars. They let me keep those until they hatched. Still, that's pretty mean. Teachers aren't supposed to be allowed to make kids clean toilets with toothbrushes anymore. That's because kids kept blowing up the toilets. What? You wouldn't. Of course not. Anyway, see you around same time next week? He waves and walks away. Next week? Detention again? I hope not. I hope so. I don't know how I would get into detention next week. Oh, he's so cheery. While my roommates are out, I pull out the package that my parents sent me. Well, not a package, really. It's not a box, just a big envelope wrapped up in tape. I try for a while to pull the tape off, but it's not coming. Eventually, I pull out some nail clippers and use them to make a small hole and tear it apart. Inside is a letter and a small newspaper. My old school's paper, and a stack of photographs. There's Mom and Dad waving at me, my house, my backyard. They haven't forgotten me after all. It'll still be quite a while before I get to go home. Not until Thanksgiving. But they're not really that far away. If they needed me, they could come and get me. I've been here for about a month now. I guess I'm getting used to this life. Exam prep. Our first big test is supposed to be this week, but we have no idea what it is or how we're supposed to study for it. Virginia's heard that it has something to do with casting spells, but that's it. Sleep talking. Virginia says really weird things when she's sleeping. Exam review. Some of us met with Professor Grabner to review spells for the exam. I'm still not sure what the exam is about, though. All he did was ask us what color of magic we might use to do different things. And Donald got in trouble somehow or other. Yeah, it had to do with quacking. I don't know. Exam averted. Professor Potsdam had a talk with me because I'm not living up to my potential or something. It's called expanding your palate. In other words, I haven't been studying magic enough. So I don't have to take the exam today, but I do have to go to detention tomorrow. I'm not sure which is worse. Romance advice. Kyo, a boy from Wolf Hall and a member at the sports club, asked for my help in getting the girl to notice him. I'm not sure what girl he's after exactly. I wonder if I know her. Detention. Professor Grabner made me write an essay about all the different ways I could try to solve a problem with magic. I got off easy, though. Donald had to clean out dungeons full of horse poop. Poor Donald.